everybody, it's JT Sports Match, you guys, with another video. This video I'm here with my Oakland Raiders versus the Denver Broncos preview and prediction. Going to be previewing this matchup and giving my prediction for who will win this game. Now, before I begin, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I upload NFL videos and college football videos daily. So, the Oakland Raiders are going to be at home versus the Denver Broncos in a Monday night matchup. And the biggest storyline going into this game that is trending right now worldwide is Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown is going to be suspended for this game because he got into Wednesday, he got into a verbal altercation with the general manager of the Oakland Raiders, Mike Mayock, and he threatened to punch him. I swear to you that I'm not making this up. I swear, it may seem like I'm making this up, but I promise you that I'm not making this up. Antonio Brown and Mike Mayock got into a verbal altercation because how he posted on his Instagram story about the Oakland Raiders finding him and things like that. And things like that, you're not supposed to post things like that on your social media page. So Mike Mayock and him got into an argument about it, and Antonio Brown threatened to punch him in the face. I swear, I'm not making this up. I swear to you, you can look this up, man. I swear you can look this up. I'm not making this up. I promise you, you can look this up. I'm not making this up. He threatened to punch Mike Mayock in the face, right? And then guess what he did after? He took a football, he punted the football, and said, "Go find that. Go find that." I promise to you, I'm not making this up, man. I'm not making this up. I promise you, I am not making this up, man. This story seems wild, but I promise you that I'm not making it up, man. I'm not making it up. So the Oakland Raiders are extremely thin at the wide receiver position when you look at their outside wide receivers. Now, Tyrell Williams, I really like Tyrell Williams. I think for me personally, I'm really excited to see what Tyrell Williams does in this game because he's going to end up being that number one option for the Oakland Raiders. And Tyrell Williams last year when he's playing for the LA Chargers was nothing much but just a good complementary piece on the opposite side of Keenan Allen, and as a good wide receiver too. So this is a good opportunity to see what Tyrell Williams can actually do being the primary target for the Oakland Raiders this game. So I'm really interested in seeing what he does in this game for the Oakland Raiders. They also have a couple of other guys. I'm really interested in seeing how many opportunities and downs that Hunter Renfrow ends up playing in this game. But the Oakland Raiders are really thin at the wide receiver position from a talent standpoint. But I really, really like Tyrell Williams in this game. And he might have a hard task against him. He might end up getting matched up against Chris Harris Jr. And Chris Harris Jr. is one of the most underrated cornerbacks in this game. A lot of people don't really give him the credit he deserves, but he was one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL according to Pro Football Focus last year. And I think he's only given up 3 touchdowns the last couple of seasons. So Chris Harris Jr. is one of the best cornerbacks that we have in the game right now. So this is going to be a good test for Tyrell Williams to see how good can he be as a primary target. So for the Denver Broncos, a lot of optimism for the Denver Broncos, specifically on the defense side of the ball. Bradley Chubb had, 12 sacks last year? I thought he was probably the biggest Pro Bowl snub last year. He most definitely should have been in the Pro Bowl last year. Don't know how he didn't make it. And then you got Von Miller. He had a very productive season as well. So it's no telling what these guys could do. Both of these guys could end up having 15 sacks apiece this year. And it's going to be very, very scary for this Oakland Raiders offensive line, man. It's going to be very scary. You got Bradley Chubb and you got Von Miller. That's a very hard task for any offensive line in the NFL to handle. So the Oakland Raiders on the offensive line, they're going to have their hands full trying to stop this pass rushing duo of Bradley Chubb and Von Miller. On the offensive side for the Denver Broncos, you got Joe Flacco. I like Joe Flacco in this matchup. It's going to be a good test seeing how much improved this Oakland Raiders defense is compared to where it was last year. You also got Phillip Lindsay as well. So I really like this matchup in terms of the Denver Broncos offense versus the Oakland Raiders defense. Now, looking at my keys to the victory, what each of these teams needs to do and able to have a chance to win this game. If you're Denver, you got to get pressure on Derek Carr. Derek Carr, he he's a guy who is under a lot of pressure this season. He has to have a good season, and he has a lot of pressure on him underneath him in this season, and is he going to be the guy for John Gruden? So he's going to have to perform this season, and specifically in this game, man, you can put a lot of pressure on Derek Carr, specifically for the fact that their offensive line is improved. But I mean, you got Bradley Chubb, you got Von Miller. Von Miller is one of the best pass rushers in the NFL, one of the best defensive players that we have in the game right now. And you got Bradley Chubb, who is on pace to have a very good season. So this is going to be a good game for the Denver Broncos and these pass rushers to have a monster game and get some sacks. And I mean, if you're Bradley Chubb and Von Miller, man, you're going to have an imprint on this game if you want the Denver Broncos to end up winning this game. So if the Denver Broncos end up winning this game, both of these guys are going to end up having a very solid game if the Denver Broncos end up winning this game. And then also, if you're the Denver Broncos, you got to take away Tyrell Williams. You got to take him out the game, man, because he is basically the best wide receiver that the Oakland Raiders have left, since Antonio Brown will be suspended for this game. So if you're the Oakland Raiders, so if you're the Denver Broncos, you got to take him out the game. You got to put Chris Harris Jr. on him, or maybe you can just go ahead and double team him. But you just need to go ahead and take him out the game and force Derek Carr to throw to other wide receivers, because you're not going to have Antonio Brown to worry about in this game. So you just go ahead and put your focus on stopping Tyrell Williams, because Tyrell Williams is the best receiver that they have on their roster right now, since Antonio Brown is going to be playing in this game. So if you're the Oakland Raiders, you're probably going to be trying to look for other targets. They don't have a Jared Cook on their team this year. He plays for the Saints now. So if you're the Denver Broncos, you need to take Tyrell Williams out of this game and force Derek Carr to throw to other receivers. So what the Oakland Raiders need to do in order to have a chance to win this game, they need to stop the run. The thing with Joe Flacco is he's a good quarterback if he has a solid running game and a solid supporting cast around him. But if you take away that running game, then you're going to have to force Joe Flacco to win this game. Now, Joe Flacco is capable of winning a couple of games now. He can somewhat take over a game and carry your team to a victory. Now, he can't do it consistently. He can't actually do it a lot. But Joe Flacco has the talent right now, despite his age, of putting together an okay game and being good enough to carry this Denver Broncos team to a win against the Oakland Raiders. But if you take away the run game, then you put a lot more pressure on Joe Flacco to win this game. So if you're the Oakland Raiders, I think that's a benefit for you. And it also gets a chance to get those new pass rushers that they have, and Cleveland Farrell and guys like those, seeing where they're at and seeing if they can actually get some pressure on the quarterback in this game. So if you're the Oakland Raiders, you need to stop the run. You need to stop Phillip Lindsay, because that's probably what the strength of this Denver Broncos offense is running the football with Royce Freeman and Phillip Lindsay. So you need to stop the run and force them to pass the football. Then if you're the Oakland Raiders, you need to protect Derek Carr. And the reason why you have to protect Derek Carr is for the fact that this is Bradley Chubb and Von Miller. This is one of the best pass rushing duos in the NFL. And I don't think I need to keep on explaining the reason why it's important that Derek Carr gets some solid protection this year. Because last year, Derek Carr didn't really have a lot of time to throw the football. The offensive line was not very good last year. So in this game, the Denver Broncos are trying to win this game. They're going to have to get after Derek Carr. If the Oakland Raiders are trying to win this game, then they need to protect Derek Carr, keep him upright, and keep Von Miller and Bradley Chubb from getting their hands on him. And the last thing that the Oakland Raiders need to do, they need to give halfback rookie Josh Jacobs the ball. Josh Jacobs is a very good halfback. He's very good running the football. He's a very good runner. And he's also very good catching the football out the backfield as well, which I think a lot of people aren't really giving him credit for, because he didn't really have a lot of opportunities to do it at Alabama with Damian Harris there. Damian Harris being a better pass catcher. But Josh Jacobs can do a lot of things. So if you're John Gruden, without Antonio Brown, your best playmaker that you have on the offensive side of the ball, you're going to have to be able to give Josh Jacobs the ball and find ways to get the ball in his hands, get some screenplays going, maybe throw some flat routes or things like that. But you're going to have to find ways to give Josh Jacobs the ball if you're trying to win this game for the Oakland Raiders. So the team that I'm going with to win this game, I'm going to go with the Denver Broncos to win this game on the road. I think without the Oakland Raiders having Antonio Brown, that's going to limit the amount of playmakers that they have that can actually make plays in this passing game for the Oakland Raiders. And then you're going to have Tyrell Williams. They're most likely going to end up putting their best cornerback on them, probably Chris Harris Jr. at this point. They're probably going to try to take him out this game. And the Oakland Raiders don't really have a lot of explosive weapons on the offensive side of the ball that necessarily scare you if you're this Denver Broncos defense, other than Josh Jacobs. So the Denver Broncos, I just like their chances of winning this game, and I think they win this game. I say the Denver Broncos win this game 24-13 is the score that I'm going with for the Denver Broncos to win this game. 24-13 is my final prediction for this game. So let me know who you guys think ends up winning this game down in the comment section down below. Also make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more NFL videos and content. And thanks for watching.